Hey everyone, SwiftScripter here, and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, then, welcome. But this video is actually separate from my Unity tutorial series. It is a Unity tutorial, but it's not part of the original series. It's kind of like a separate, distinct tutorial, to help you guys out. So this isn't the primary playlist for that, but this is still a Unity tutorial. So today what we're diving into is one of Unity's most powerful yet misunderstood tools, a scriptable object. Whether you're a beginner or just looking up your game dev skills, this is probably for more advanced developers, those who are more experienced in Unity. But yeah, this is a video for you, so let's get started. First off, we got to know what scriptable objects are. So in simple terms, they're just data containers. They contain some sort of data as an object, and they also allow you to store and manage data outside of scripts, and they're amazing for creating reusable assets like characters, items, or even levels. Plus, they help reduce code duplication and also improve performance by not being tied to game objects in the scene. They're two distinct things. Now let's hop into Unity and create one together. Firstly, we'll want to create a new script. Hover over create and press C# script. We'll call this character. In case you want multiple characters in a scene, maybe have several different data for each one, we'll just use this as the scriptable object. Now, next thing you want to do is actually change this from mono behavior, because we're not actually editing the behavior of the object to which the script will be attached to. We're actually editing the object itself as a whole. So instead of mono behavior, we're using scriptable object. And let's delete all of this because there's no behavior being initialized. Instead, what we're going to store in here is a bunch of data. So a character typically has a certain amount of health. Usually I put it like this. I'm sure it also has some speed value, maybe movement speed. And it also has, if you guys want, you can change it. But I also have some other data value called damage, maybe how much damage it does to enemy characters. And I guess I'll just put it to F right now. And then finally, let's do something else we need for it to be accessible through Unity. So we're gonna do something called create asset menu, and make sure it's in the square brackets, open parentheses, type file name. We'll change the file name to be a string value, which is a character. And we'll also need another parameter called menu name. Oh, make sure it's in the parentheses too. Menu name equals character as well. And you can have like characters or something. And what this does is, so let's break this down. So the key part here is the create asset menu thing, this create asset menu attribute. And this tells Unity we want to create instances of this scriptable object from the editor. We've named our file character, and you'll see it under a new character menu option, more characters menu option, because we have the slash here, and I'll show that in a second. But yeah, we'll save this, and when you right click in this assets folder, you go here and you see, when you hover over create, you see this thing right here. I actually think I mixed it up. It should actually not be like that. That's what this folder is. So it would make more sense if the character file is under the characters section. So character is like a file of this kind of folder in the assets menu. So let's go back to Unity, save this. And as you can see, now it's showing up under characters. When you hover over characters, press character, and you'll see it has all these values, which you can edit. So for now, we'll just call this the knight character. And with the knight character selected, you'll see its properties in the inspector, of course. So let's actually edit the values. So instead of 5, we can have 10. For the health, maybe for the speed, set it to 6. And for the damage, let's do 4 or something like that. Awesome, yeah. So this is our character data, and it's completely reusable. We can create another one, of course. Hover over characters, then do a wizard character or something. Health can be 2, damage can be 5, speed can be 3, something like that. But we'll just use the knight character for now. Let's create a new object in the hierarchy. Let's call this character 1 for example, and we'll add another script to this to make sure we can attach this scriptable object into our game object. So let's create a new script. Let's call this character controller, create an add, and now what we want to do is do public character, because that's the name of our file here, and we'll just call it knight character. And we'll be able to attach this from Unity. So since we have it public, let's go back to Unity and we can drag this over here from the assets folder. Now let's go back to Visual Studio and we'll create a function that this can do. So let's do something with this, all right? So we'll do void start, and now we can do debug.log, and we can display the health. So now health of character is then knight character dot health, and we'll see this display in Unity. So when we start the scene, it should display. Let's see how much it is. Character health is 10, and how much is it? It's 10. You can do lots of cool stuff with this, but you know, it's basically a very easy to use object, especially since you can keep reusing it over and over without having to duplicate your code. You can do lots of actions with this, modify the health. I'll probably make another video on how this can impact health with a sample enemy character. You know, that's just how this works. But yeah, so if you're making games with lots of characters, items, or levels, you know, scriptable objects are a huge game changer. I highly recommend using this. I mean, I wish I started using this a lot sooner, but only recently I learned about this, and I guarantee you it will save you so much time. So yeah, that's it for this tutorial. I hope you guys had a clear understanding of scriptable objects and how to use them in your projects. If you found this helpful, don't forget to, you know, subscribe and all that stuff. But yeah, let me know in the comments, you know, if you guys got any questions or anything like that, but I'd love to hear more for those of you guys who do watch. But yeah, until next time, keep creating and, you know, keep learning, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. See ya.